Hi guys, welcome back. Now we are going to discuss about Java variables. What is variables basically? So when you are doing some logic, right? So maybe when you are writing some programs, so you want to hold the some values. For example, you want to hold some numbers, okay? For example, 10 or 20 or 30. So you want to multiply 2 3 numbers. So the 2 3 numbers you need to hold someplace, right? So that is what the variable is coming into picture. So variable holds the values at the time of program execution basically. Okay, so whenever you want to place some values into some variables, okay, so that time you are going to use the variables. Again, there is three types of variables are there basically. Okay, so one is local variable, and another one is instance variable, and another one is static variable. Again, you may have your questions, right? Why we are having three different variables? What is the purpose of that? Okay, I will tell you. Hope you know that already. You know basic about Java, like we are having Java having methods and all the stuffs, right? So if the variables, okay, the variable declaration has been done inside the class, okay, and inside the methods, inside the class and inside the methods, that is called local variables basically. Okay, so what is instance variables? Again, inside the class but outside the method, okay, that is called as an instance variable. What is static variable? Okay, it is very simple. When you are creating some variables, if you are mentioning the variable as a static, actually before variable creation, if you mention the keyword as static for the variable, that is called static variables actually. So that's all, right? Let's jump into simple example, try to understand that what is the difference and how we are going to use the variables in our examples. Okay, let's jump into the program. Okay, I just opened Eclipse. Let me create a class called maybe variables. Okay, variable testing. Okay, just creating is a public static void main method. Okay, so okay, so here let me create one more method. Okay, otherwise no need of one more method. Let's keep it here actually. So integer I is equal to 10. Just assume that. Okay, so again integer I is equal to, sorry, not I, let's go with the ij. Okay, so it equal to 20. Okay, so static k is equal to 5. Okay, static integer, we need to mention it out. Okay, okay, so here you can see the difference, right? So this integer I is equal to 10, this is called as a local variables basically, because it is there inside the class and inside the method as well, right? So that is a difference. Okay, again this is called as an instance variable. Okay, so this is called as a static variable. The difference I will tell you. Okay, instead of main method, what I will do basically, I will create a simple method. Okay, I don't want a main method. Okay, so public void test method, just simply creating the test method. Okay, so instead of that, integer I is equal to 10, the same. Okay, so this is a local variable now. Okay, now so this is what the variable differences. Okay, let's see how we can access this variable. Maybe let me create one more class. Okay, so the class I'm just giving as a variable main. Okay, this here I'm going to create the public static void main. Okay, so when I want to access this class, right, basically I need to create an object for this. Okay, so when I want to access that class, I want an object for this. Okay, don't worry about it. What is this object? What is this stuff? I will tell you. Okay, what is basically object, right? So when you want to access some particular classes, right? So when you want to access the class, when you want to access, you are in the variable main, but you want to access the variable testing class. When you want to access some class, so what basically class will contain? It is containing the class methods as well as variables, right? Basically that is what the properties, we will call it as the properties, methods as well as variables. when you want to access methods and variable from another class to another class, okay, that time you want an object of that class. Okay, so let me create an object of that. Okay, because if I, okay, so I now let's see that actually. So object one, object dot, if you give dot, you can see, you can able to see j, k, what else, right? So you can able to see j, k, but you are not able to see the I, right? You can able to see j and k as well. So you are not able to access the I because I is a local variable. That is what we are calling as a local variable. Okay, so we created an object, so we can able to call these two items. So j I can able to call. Okay, so let me assign some values. Okay, just call, that is enough. Okay, let me give some values. Okay, so okay, so that's fine. Now, okay, just think about it. Now I have a static variable, right? So again, the why I can able to get the static as well as object dot k. So what is the difference between then j and k? What is the difference between instance variable and static variable? Okay, basically when you are using a static, right, the basic usage of static keyword is nothing but you no need of creating object to access the variables or methods, whatever it may be. If you mention some variable or methods as static, okay, you no need of object of that class to access that. So then again, why I created object and accessing? Okay, then don't create it. Let me try to without creating the object. Okay, maybe you just think that this code is not there. Variable testing dot. Now you can see, right? Still I can able to access the k. Right? This is the beauty of static variables. Basically, I can assign the value as well. Okay, got it? Okay, so this is called different variable, instance variable, local variable, as well as static variables. So hope you understood, right? So local variables nothing but it can be accessible only that method inside the method. Okay, but the instance variable, so it should be there inside the class and inside the method, but the instance variable should be there inside the class but outside the method. Okay, static variable, it will be have outside the method but still it has to mention as a static. Okay, so the difference between static and instance, again, static variable we can able to call without creating object. Okay, so this is an object oriented programming language, but without creating object we can able to access the static variables. Okay, I hope you understood, right, the difference between three variables. Okay, if you have any doubts or any queries, please feel free to add the comments section. Okay, add it in the comment section. Okay, thanks.